Hey everyone, Mr. Dempsey here. This is a lap guide for a Suzuka Circuit with a Porsche 911 RSR. I have another lap guide with a similar time with the Audi RE LMS, which I'll link in the card up above, but anyways, let's get this started. For the first two turns, what you want to do is try to complete a long trail braking sequence. So you'll start to trail brake when you're about to pass the path that is on the left. So once again, start to trail brake here, hit the first apex, bring yourself out, and you're still trail braking. And then once you're about to hit the late apex, which is right around here, that's when you can start to carefully accelerate your way out. Then for the S's, once again, as I've mentioned in the other guides, it's all about throttle control. Try to get really close to the apexes, try to get a nice clean straight exit, and then for this turn, you want to brake a little bit, try to bring yourself all the way to the right. Then as you go through this turn, you want to ease off on the throttle and try to hit an average or even a late apex to make sure that your car doesn't understeer into the off-track area. Your next braking point is just before the 50-meter mark. You'll apply a quick burst of braking just to try to get the car to rotate through this turn. Hit the apex and then start to brake heavily before the curb on the left ends. You want to try to get this car to rotate, so you want to trail brake your way in as you're going through the turn and carefully start to accelerate. Don't get too much on the AstroTurf as you can go wide that way. Then you want to brake when the curb on the right ends. Try to brake in a straight line, and when you start to turn, that's when you ease off on the braking. Nicely hit the apex and straighten your car out before you start to accelerate. Even though this car has a long first gear, it's still possible to spin out since you're on racing hard tires, so you just want to be a bit careful about that. Your next braking point is when you meet the path that is on the right. Brake hard for a moment, then start to trail brake. Try to get as close to the apex or even on the apex if you can. Briefly accelerate for a moment, then start to brake before the curb on the right ends. Trail brake your way in to bring yourself along the track, and once the curb on the left ends, you can start to fully accelerate as long as you're going alongside the track. All you need to do for this next turn is to start to ease off on the throttle and turn in when you reach the 50-meter mark. It's pretty simple, and once you hit the apex, that's when you can go back on full throttle. Then for this final turn, you want to start to brake well before you reach the 100-meter mark. Brake in a straight line, and you can bring yourself into first gear to get the car to rotate a bit more. And when you're straightening up, go into second gear, start to fully accelerate, and bring yourself in if you know you're going to get a good time, just like this one, 2 minutes exact. But anyways, hope you all found this guide useful. This is Mr. MCA, wishing you a good race, and I'll see you in the next video.